Traders, welcome back to another Relentless recap. As you're tuning in, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And of course, if you are a new viewer, consider subscribing to the channel. I just recorded an entire recap only to realize I was not recording. I don't know what's going on with me today, man. Even the live archive that I should have uploaded for MMU, I thought I hit record earlier. Apparently I didn't. The last time this happened, my mouse was, double clicking. So maybe I need to replace this mouse. I don't know. Is it me or is it the mouse? But this is ridiculous. But here we are. We are a real trooper. So we're going to make sure to still get out a recap. Man, definitely a little crazy here, right? But anyhows, P&L on the day. We are up $1,104.50. Now, we took 235 orders today. If I had to guess, this probably equated to about $25 in the fees that they charge here at Thinkorswim. There are no commissions, but there are some small fees that they charge you, and the more orders you're taking in and out, usually the higher the fees. For about 235 orders, I'd say $25. So you less that from my gross gains today. That is where we would be net. All right, so not a huge difference. Right, a small, deduction. So ALIM down 386. Relentless, how in the world did you manage to be down 386? Well, we got in for a very popular setup here that I like and really love to trade, which is the high of day breakout. And we had three areas that we initially rejected. All right, stock comes up to $2.99, $3, rejects, it dips, again, rejects. I did try to buy a dip here, but being that other stocks were moving and were more volatile at the time, instead of putting a stop in place, I just wanted to get out of the trade. So I ultimately just, sold flat and then focused up on the other stock. So I did miss a curl here, but it comes up and rejects again. But fourth time's the charm. It comes up the fourth time. We have a candle here, a nice hammer candle, close at the level, bullish sign, and we absolutely rip to 320. Beautiful move. It dips back down into the level. I think it's going to be strong and hold up, let all that resistance turn to support and rip. But you guys will see over the last couple of days, this has not been working out super well in all the areas. Today is going to be one of those days that it's not going to work out well. I wanted to see a bit of a consolidation like I have drawn out right here. Taking a pullback 305. Can we consolidate, curl back up slowly, and then keep going? That was not the case. So, ultimately, we had to take the loss. I'm in at 05, 06. I'm out at 85, 1,500 shares. I believe I might have been slightly green in the stock as well before this loss, if I'm not mistaken. CWD. This one here curled up nicely. And shout out to Save in our Discord. He got long, I want to say, first 1 minute candle to make the new high into the open. So break of 1070, it rips up into a halt, 1137. He's in 3,000 shares. I believe selling some into the halt, selling the rest on the resumption, and it resumed much higher, 13 before coming down, right? So shout out to Save. For me, I watched the resumption, not as aggressive to get in so early. When it opened up, it dipped and it bounced up about a 40-cent, 50-cent bounce. But as it pulled back, of course, we had a huge spread. I got in market. I got filled on the ask, got filled high. And so as it ripped up, of course, now the double negative selling market getting filled on the bid. And, the bids were just only slightly above the price where I got long on the ask not so long ago. So I only made about, 15, 16 cents instead of being in on the bid out on the ask and making maybe, let's say, 70 cents, right? So this trade here, if you've done it flawlessly, you would have made 70 cents, 700,000 shares. But with the market orders, we understand how volatile and how fast the stocks are moving. We know that if we use limit, at times we will not get filled. We'll get partial fills, things like that. So you have to use your best discretion. But I'm glad we came out with a little something. After that, it pulled back some more. It does bounce here. I thought it might have wanted high of day, but then it rejects and sells off, halted down, resumed lower, halted down, resumed sideways and then went lower. And, this one is a short seller's dream. If anyone had the intuition to go short up here, in this rejection, or maybe even into this resumption, I don't know how you'd have that type of intuition. I think, that would be really hard to anticipate. But right here, I think it's not so bad. If you realize it's rejecting, you have shares available, you're in early, stop at high of day, then, I mean, this is like an all-day fade. And from 13 to 7, pretty crazy. GSIT, small gain, $34. After it gave this big rip up, we noticed it. We got involved up here in the consolidation. Small loss initially, then small gain as it broke out over on this side. So not too bad. I think we took a loss trying to get the 1 minute candle to make a new high right here. But we had to wait a little bit more patiently, and we made something going up on this side. Not bad. WLGS, small loss. So this one, it's pretty decent into the open actually, right? Pretty decent. 1 minute candle makes the new high. It keeps going. Not bad. Huge pullback right here. Didn't take that dip, but attempted some trades going up. 1 minute candle make a new high. I get chopped out. Again, tried to get back in a little higher. Got chopped out for high of day. You can see the topping wick pull back and then rips up. So I stayed away from this one ultimately because I felt it was trading very similar to the stock of the day yesterday, which was choppy before the second leg. I'm like, if it pulls away here, if it pulls away here, and and we got a nice big green candle, I think this is where it trades nicely. But it instead flushes down, and again, these big red candles, man, just at every turn waiting for us if we're not careful. And sometimes you are careful, you still get caught. At that point, we just got to take the loss and move on. So ENVB, the stock of the day. This one had the most opportunities I felt in terms of just uptrends. But it did not start off as smooth as it looked, right? Big move up, right back down. And I believe it was halted up here. We then, break over the high of the bear flag, which was at 231. It pushes up nicely, really nice move. I think I might have missed this setup here initially, but got in a little higher for the high of day break. It gets up all the way to 270 from highs of 250. It pulls back to lows of 250, holds nicely, and then it rips up to a high of 285 before quickly slamming back down. Now it pulls back all the way to the high of that bear flag. It has a small bear flag here again in a sense, holds up, curls up, and from here is where we essentially had a new stock. So over 275, over this wedge, we had a reset and a new high, and this is where I really was able to dial in. Nice breakout here. It pulls back, it holds, nice move up, pulls back again, lower lows, right? Because we had a low of 285. We're now down here to 282, slightly lower low, curls back up nicely, gets up to daily resistance at 320, small pullback, new high. But we do have a bit of a false breakout candle here. The good thing about this candle is that when it dipped down, it held up a little bit of its levels. So it's like, okay, are we going to see the new high? It then does give that new high. 1 minute candle makes a new high here at 23. We start to push. And in this area, I'm in, out, right up all throughout this range for good gains. And we do avoid the big red candles coming down. Now, 320 daily resistance becomes support. I wasn't trading it here heavily, but it was moving, and we can double check. I don't think so, but maybe I did take a few trades. Well, yeah, and you can see I didn't really get the bottoming wick candles here, right? Those big flushes. So, oh, what am I doing? Where are we at? Right here. Yeah. So, nice bottoming wicks, curls up, held up that 320 level. And right here is where we had, essentially a break of the ABCD that we were seeing, right? Bit of an ABCD in here. So pivot, flag, break, nice move, downwards consolidation, which I didn't like. We usually want sideways or uptrending. This one's a little bit downwards, but okay. It comes back into this pivot. It holds up, rips up aggressively, and then right back down. This is where we want to see the stock hold up its highs. Nice move if we pull back, cool sideways, and then new highs. But instead, this just comes right back down, man. So very, very tricky day. and then it, it makes new lows, coming back all the way down to 275 and then rips all the way back up. I mean, what's going on here, man? Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So we got to manage risk at a high level. We got to be very disciplined. We got to, trust our intuition. We got to be courageous. We don't want to be hesitating. We don't want to be too fearful, things like that. We got to be courageous, right? We got to be firm. We got to, and for those of us who are going through the learning curve, we have to, this is the time to build the experience, right? Going through the necessary lessons and making adjustments, learning from our mistakes to the point where we reduce the frequency of our mistakes. We are humans, we're flawed, we make mistakes, but can we reduce the frequency in which we make mistakes? And in certain situations, certain things and habits, we try to change and eliminate to become better. All right. So that being said, guys, don't forget to check out my day trading course, Merciless Markets University. Merciless Markets is the place to be, the place to learn. All right. Now, whilst we are giving away 2 free courses, of course, there's thousands of people in the community, so not everyone will be able to win, right? The MMU Manifesting My Future Challenge, right? To participate, by the way, these are the instructions. For everyone else, coupon code MANIFEST for 50% off at checkout, MMU Gold and or Silver, quarterly and or yearly, depending on what you want to do and where you are in your day trading journey. If you're an absolute beginner, of course, gold is the way to go. If you already know the ropes and you want to, more so tune in for the live trading, the archives, the Q&As, those type of things, you can, of course, do silver, all right? But yeah, it's been RT. Check out the Discord. Check out Momo Pro as well. Momo Pro, the scanner that we use. And of course, if you're not familiar with Momo Pro, it's pretty good. I use it every day. And I do have a code you guys can use, code Relentless, for 25% off for 6 months. All right. Momo Pro is the way to go. You have a nice high-low ticker, high-low stream. You have the discovery platform at the bottom, which is essentially a gap scan. There's a halt scan, news tab, populars tab, and they do have conditional alerts as well. With that being said, check out Discord as well. Discord, the link is down below. Discord is our chat room service, and it is completely free right now, right? That will change at some point, so be sure to, it looks like Kitty had a loss here. Be sure to, check it out, join. The beauty of the Discord is that you can be on phone calls, audio calls, video calls. You can do screen sharing. You can post, screenshots, things like that. And of course, remember our rules. Remember to be safe here, right? The disclaimers, right? But yeah, guys, it's been RT. It's been a good day. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow morning, Wildcard Friday. 9:15 a.m. tomorrow morning for another beautiful day in the markets. I am, of course, signing out.